Hello, and a very warm welcome. Your 2023 season awards. It took a long time to edit this one and get the research done, but here we go. The F1 2023 season awards, and this probably will be my last video regarding the 2023 season. But yeah, F1 videos will still be coming. Let's jump into it. We start with the best driver. No surprises, Max. Wow, what a season he had. 19 wins. The most dominant season ever. Wow. What a season. 3-time champion. Battered the field week in, week out. It's no surprise. Without Max, I would say the best driver was Fernando Alonso. But you can only give best driver to one man, and that is Max. His season was unbelievable. Just unreal. We don't really need to talk about it because we know how good he was during the season. Dominant. Worst driver, Logan Sargent. You could throw some others in there, probably. Joe, Bottas, Stroll, Magnussen. I'm going Logan Sargent. 1 point all season, didn't score that point on track. 3.4 million in damages. And he was the worst driver for me. Nick De Vries could be put in there as well, I suppose, but I wanted to go for a full-time driver, so I've gone Sargent. For me, he was abysmal. I'm very lucky to keep his seat for 2024. We jump on to the most embarrassing moments of the season, and it has to be Austria. The easy Austrian track with 10 turns, but it was basically a track limits fest. And this is why it's the most embarrassing, because 71 laps around a basic easy track, yet we had 1,200 plus track limits infringements. That has to be the most embarrassing of the year. That is a scandal for F1 to have that many track limits. 5-second penalties. It was embarrassing. Something needs to be done for that next year when we go to Austria. Get a gravel trap there again, like in the olden days. On to my favourite moment of the season. Now, this is a personal one to me. It's going to be different to you. But my favourite moment of the season has to be McLaren's turnaround. From wanting to put the car in the skip in Bahrain and Saudi to a turnaround for actually pushing Red Bull, and the only team that were keeping Red Bull on their toes at one point. Sensational performances by both men. Japan was a standout. Qatar was a standout. McLaren need to start the season stronger in 24. Now, my favourite moment off track. Oh, I've got two. My subscriber, Tetman, literally went to Zandvoort race and he absolutely hates Gasly and he's paid his own money to see Gasly stand on the podium, which I think is cracking. But my favourite moment off track has to be, I think it was in Miami. Martin Brundle interviewing Jackie. You okay, Jackie? Yeah, I'm not too bad. Oh, I see tennis star over there, Roger. Roger. Oh, would you like me to get Roger? And Jackie Stewart, 3-time champion, no fucks given, just dips straight under the barrier and goes and gets Roger for Martin. And security was trying to get him back. Brilliant, Jackie Stewart. Honestly, class moment. Best team. Well, we won't spend too long on this one. Red Bull. 21 wins out of 22. Max won 19. Sergio won 2. It's easy. Constructors champions. Driver champions. Say no more, really. Red Bull in a league of one. They've done a better job than everyone else. Worst team. Now, this may come as a shock to some, but I'm going Alfa Romeo. Haas finished last in the Constructors, but I'm going Alfa Romeo. I was very disappointed with Alfa Romeo. There's meant to be big things coming for this team. They've got the Audi connection and that, but very poor. These two, driving-wise, We're very lucky to keep the seat. I don't know, I just see a big decline. I'm sure Alfa Romeo got 6 and they've gone to 9th, so that's dreadful. It's not good enough. They scored 16 points all year. It's a shambles, really. Yeah. I'd be interested to know yours, all your awards. Comment down below. On to the best race of the season, and for me, it's got to be Singapore. We had 3 teams fighting for the win. We had Carlos Sainz, who drove like a champion. We had George Russell in the Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton was in the mix as well, and Lando Norris. It was a sensational Singapore Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz drove like a champion. George Russell really should have been winning this race, but he bottled it on the last lap. It was a cracking Singapore Grand Prix, and for me, that's the best race of the season. Worst race of the season, Monaco. Every year, Monaco is literally a terrible race. Yeah, so we did see a surprise on the podium, though. Esteban Ocon. Best overtake. Now, this is why the video was delayed, because I was trying to find one. I remember Alonso at Bahrain dummied Hamilton, but actually, it was quite an easy find in the end. The best overtake for me is Charles Leclerc on Sergio Perez at Las Vegas. It's the last lap. Leclerc sent it from miles back and claimed second in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Yeah, but it was a really good effort that by Leclerc. Yeah, just went for it. I like that. Best start, Lance Stroll, Las Vegas. Started way at the back. He gained 10 places on the first lap. A lot of these have been at Vegas, actually. Stroll is the best start. Now, you would expect Fernando Alonso because he's the best starter in F1, but Lance Stroll gained 10 places at Las Vegas. So, yeah, brilliant start. Surprise driver, Liam the Lesbian Lawson. Liam Lawson had to come in because Daniel Ricciardo injured himself at Zandvoort, and he was superb, Liam Lawson. And it's criminal that this guy is scratching his ass on the sideline for 24, because he should be on the grid. He was superb. And his standout performance was Singapore. He was really good. Liam Lawson, honestly. He's just started a YouTube channel, actually. So, yeah, that's what he'll be doing for 24. He was superb when he filled in at AlphaTauri. Should have really had a drive. But again, we got good drivers on the sidelines. The Maldonado Award. Now, this is my made-up award. It's the Crash Award, basically. And it goes to Logan Sargent. 3.4 million in damages. And Logan really has the highest crash bill of the season. Fail of the year. Las Vegas again. Las Vegas. There's a lot of hype about Las Vegas. Oh, I can't wait to go to Las Vegas and box and stop. 9 minutes into practice 1. And the session was over before it begun. That is the fail of the year. Carlos Sainz runs over a manhole cover at 200 miles an hour. The great Las Vegas. Oh, I can't wait to go to Vegas Las and see Liam Hamilton. We got a great race car here at McLaren. 8 minutes in and the session had to be cancelled and postponed. And they were sending the fans away that had paid millions to just get a ticket. That's the fail of the year. Biggest letdown, George Russell. Now, for those who say I'm biased, give a look at this video because George Russell, he's my driver. He's the biggest letdown in 2023. Had a great 22, beating Lewis. Kick on from that. He didn't kick on from that. He was poor, nowhere near good enough. Really poor standard. 2 podiums in a year. Dreadful. George Russell needs to up his game in 24. Otherwise, he could be looking for a new seat. Biggest shock, Aston Martin. And Aston Martin's pace. At the start of the season, they were the only ones challenging Red Bull. Fernando Alonso stood on the podium 8 times. Aston Martin finished 7th in the Constructors. Vettel couldn't even be asked anymore. He was like, this team's shit, I'm retiring. Alonso comes in. You're thinking he's making another shit team call. like he has throughout his career. And this one, it's paid off. But later in the season, they really fell behind in the development race with other teams. But yeah, that for me, that's the biggest shock. Best action of the year. Now this had me screaming at my TV. This was cracking. It features Fernando Alonso and Sergio Perez as they fought for the podium at the twisty Interlagos circuit. And Perez got past Alonso. Alonso got him back. It was a warrior's drive. 42 years of age. Still got the passion, hunger, desire. And he beat Perez to the line. It was cracking and best action of the season. So there we have it, season awards for the 2023 season. What a season it's been. Thanks for all the support. I'll keep producing F1 videos daily, and I hope you can join me for them and the 24 season as we continue on this F1 merry-go-round. Yeah. Usually I put best radio in there, but there wasn't. Usually there's a funny radio. I remember Vettel. Who let the dogs out? I couldn't. Not one made me laugh this year. So there we have it. Comment down below your awards. And yeah, once again, thanks for the support. Adios. Adios.